Yes, yeah, very well.
We're fine. I was.
Good?
Yep.
I pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Hey, good morning. All three commissioners are in the office today with Miranda, and county attorney will be joining us shortly. Oh, start with the board minutes from the regular meeting on April 7th.
I make a motion, we accept board minutes from April 2026.
Second.
Public comment? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, motion carried by pass. We'll move into correspondence. This first one is from Zenith View, and it's showing us when and what money they've spent on the substance abuse counseling.
You paid all of them.
Huh?
The water bill? That was Rachel? She's not in this building.
No, city.
City, that's
yeah.
right. Right here, once I say, I was like, oh wait.
Hey, you're
She's
listening
not-
to me, I'm being innocent. I'm like, oh no.
What do we do now? This next one is an email from Jackie Bolster. This Kristen Brinkley from the District Field Office for Montana Disaster and Emergency Services. She was requesting to meet with the commissioners just to put a face to the name. So she was wondering if she could get on the agenda. The only days that she can't do it is April 21st and May 5th. She won't be available, but
And now the 28th too, so I can.
and the 28th.
Yeah, that was after,
So,
that came through, but I can get her on there.
yeah, we'll get her on the agenda for a meet and greet. This next one,
I'm sorry, Miss Gal, she had a thing at the post office, or the library the other night, she gave her a big thing on the CCP and all that.
Oh.
I missed it. I had it anyway, but I've talked to her before, she's pretty cool. She's a
yeah,
pretty good person.
and this next one is, it's kind of a report for the big farm or Purdue Pharma lawsuit that we joined or whatever for that Blaine talks about all the time. It's just kind of showing us some details in here, where they're at from what the paperwork and what Blaine kind of telling us. This next email came from Kareen Bino from Burke. It's just to confirm what we talked about in our February 9th meeting that, we'll be meeting at the dam for the Part 12D on May 18th at 8:30. Next one is an application for the Tri-County Fair Board from Chase Spurrier. Guess we can put it on agenda for next week to
Who is it?
Chase Spurrier. Got a hall. He's married to,
I know they're really needing some people, so yeah, get it on. there.
oh, yeah, I got one person resigned.
Yeah.
So we can get it filled. We can put it on the agenda for next week. Well, next one is a email from Lance Bowser. From the airport, group manager. Talking about the funding that the airport had for the beacon. Say he's talked to the airport board and a board member in the last few months. Said that we have like $474,000 left in its grant that. Sound like it'll go back to the FFA
Or we can transfer it to another airport.
or transfer it to another
And I
airport.
think we've done that before. Because of the fact that we're not going to be doing any,
FAA stuff.
I'm not, can you explain that, how that works, where are we, is our name on the loan or what? Or on
It's just
the-
if we need it, we could apply and get it, but where we just pass it off onto them, then that way it's a circulating. And then whoever took it all, but if we need some, we can get it.
Okay,
You want that on the agenda?
so this would have to go
Just a
on the agenda.
letter acknowledging it that we read it, just a letter acknowledging it that it's, they're gonna transfer it over. Last year went somewhere east, I don't think it was Amacon, like Wisdom or somewhere.
Yeah, cause in
This is
there it
asking-
states this,
There-
it's going back to the FFA or other airports.
Okay, so like it says, would you consider transferring the non-primary entitlement grant funds
There's,
to Ravalli County?
Oh. I guess,
Yeah.
yeah,
So it's asking, and then, that, I think we need to put this on the agenda.
yeah,
And
He's got
then have
signature
Blaine
pages.
kind of explain this, where we can transfer our non-primary entitlement because of the fact that we're not going to be using it, right?
yeah, so we'll put it
Okay.
on the agenda for next
Yeah.
week or.
And we did that before, didn't we?
Did it last
But
year.
did they not use it, and so we still had it, or
I
what?
think they get so much a year in this, cause it comes from the tax thing and then it goes through. Maybe nobody took it last year. I'm sure that somewhere over east they took it, cause it's like Wisdom or somewhere. Can't remember, but. Cause they're saying Ravalli County is completing an FAA eligible project. They're rebuilding all theirs.
And we can't
yeah, they're putting
do
some,
anything with ours.
Glass of Ravalli is
Yeah.
a full-time airport they got.
Yeah.
yeah, they said this would be huge for them.
Maybe last year, the one person that took it, they only used so much to repay or something. They didn't take the whole amount. That's why there's 400 left. that if we wanted, you know, to get into FAA, we don't,
No.
we just bypass it, let somebody else use it.
So, yeah. This next one is from Blaine Bradshaw. It's an email saying his legal opinion is firm that pilots and the Granite County Sheriff's Office may remotely operate the runway lights and beacon for emergencies. It's kind of suggesting that we get the request of the Granite County Airport look into this plan for getting it done with costs and everything and get it to us as fast as they can. Should be something that we
Yep.
sit on and wait.
Absolutely.
Maybe we'll send an email to the airport board.
Mhm. Mhm.
Which I don't know if Blaine CC'd them too.
I don't need it on that one. But they have a meeting 15th, so.
15th, oh yeah, so yeah, we're gonna get it to them for next week or this week. Next one is from Joel Butcher from MDOT that was in here last week. It's just a follow-up on us asking them about the upcoming work on Highway 348. And it shows now that the projected timeline for that work is scheduled for beyond 2030.
So I guess we don't have to put that on the agenda.
We don't have
Right.
to have it anywhere soon, no. Probably wait for it to totally self-destruct before they do anything. There's a map on the, or yeah, on the back there, kind of shows it. Next one is from Mako, letting us know that the Building Energy Economies in Rural Montana event that's in Custer County Event Center, June 25th and 26th. Next one here is from National Opioid Official Statement or Settlement. Doesn't have a name on there, but just showing us, I guess what we're gonna get from the settlement?
That's that thing Blaine, he
Yeah.
reports to us on quite a bit. It's hard to understand to
Yeah,
me.
and this is kinda like showing that we're getting $143,
Yee.
yeah, so, if I'm reading it right.
Right over them.
Probably. Next one is from, Rachel Parrott, Phillipsburg clerk, treasurer. She was just wondering if she could get agenda items for our, joint session. We have any agenda items that we wanna talk about, or,
Do we?
she sent it to both, Miranda and Robin, but Robin Hubert's hosting it this year. I don't know if we have anything really to bring up to the city. Have you talked to her at all, like she said when timeline she needs to buy?
No, no, just, if you guys don't have it, to be, let her know. Cause that's the 13th, so she'll need it here.
May 13th, okay.
Yeah.
I guess we can kind of think about it. We have agenda items to talk with the cities about, we can forward them on to her.
So that's on May 13th
Mm-hmm.
at Town Hall.
Yeah. computer.
All right, well, that's all for correspondence. Any public comment for correspondence? All right, we're running a little bit behind, but we'll see if we'll squeeze in, public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction. Any public comment?
So I'm wondering, on this thing from Rachel,
Yeah.
being they're hosting, wouldn't we wanna ask them what they want from us? If there's something that, because they're hosting it and we wouldn't have the agenda items, that'd be something that maybe,
They usually send out something like what, just an update on what's going on in the county.
yeah, and usually when we go to those meetings, they just say what's going on and the chairman gets to give a little speech and
Might be in back surgery.
anyway, I
Yeah, I
maybe
guess,
visit with her to see if.
yeah, I'll write her back.
Any public comment? All right, we'll move into the weekly report with Road and Bridge Superintendent Paul. Patching holes behind Drummond School.
I put that on there, Scott Dunkerson called and we've always done that before, and I just wanna make sure it was on the agenda so people knew. There's like 12
Going up behind the school.
behind the school, we've done it for years, and I called Paul, but I just wanted to make sure that it was on the agenda, so somebody's.
No, at least when we're back there again, somebody keep wanting us to do other stuff too. I mean, that's just kind of we always help them at the.
Yeah.
Not a big deal.
Yeah, I didn't want
Just,
to.
get it in, huh?
Yeah, he said just get a hold of me about the mic, and Scott said he would help put it in and whatever, I said, okay. He knows where to put it, so he said there's like 12 or 11.
It's pretty easy to see because they're graders.
Yeah, they're big back there, right? Oh, we're this
When
winter.
more time to go up there, we've always done it, cause they've had water problems and there's a lot of traffic behind that school.
Yeah, all that water comes off the hill and.
We didn't even clean that dirt out before for them, we went in there with loaders, that was years ago, we hauled them dump truck loads out of there.
Off the side of the interstate.
Yeah, it was slopped down, but this is a big deal, I just wanna make sure it was on there, so.
Your handicap access and everything.
Yeah, that's right there, so.
Dean knows about it, that Scott called.
Okay.
Bill, yeah.
Yep.
I had a question on, I guess our bridge got hit this weekend. You know anything about it?
I did,
I just found out.
yeah.
What bridge?
The white bridge on South Main Street got hit.
Again?
This is that little.
Oh, yeah.
The little one.
I don't know nothing about it. I just got a message and make sure and bring it up to see what. If you know who hit it or?
We don't, so I talked to one of the deputies about it, and what the deal was, they must have been coming over with a wide load or something, cause they just, on the very top rail, they just barely rubbed it, the top rail, and then when they got to the end of it where the post was sticking up, they took the post off. So,
They know who it is? or-
nobody knows who it is.
So they did
They
that
didn't
and then,
run?
yeah, and then left.
Yeah, no, we don't have any idea.
Tried to pull with him or?
No, for a bit. So what we did was we just, had the guy just go down there and throw the stuff in the dump. And then we just put a jersey rail on that apron where it was.
Oh,
So it's about all you can do. But yeah, I mean, they just barely rubbed the top of that thing.
All the way down.
Yeah.
So is that, I'm trying to remember, is that guardrail on the side?
It's wood. Yeah.
Wood.
we replaced that one 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, and it's
Where's that
the crossing the slough after you go over the railroad tracks.
Would that be
Oh,
something that they
down the
wouldn't know they did? Or would they know they did it? It was a big rig.
So rock, I mean, it's just,
I mean, depends on how heavy you are, I guess. I mean, if you're at a
Right.
big wide load, you're probably not gonna feel it.
I mean, they-
Watching, I mean, you should have been watching the mirror. so
Yeah.
Probably saw it.
yeah, yeah, I ain't saying they didn't see it.
He got it. I'm so wild.
Well, I mean, they just barely, like they were shaving that with a knife,
Really?
just barely on that. And then where that post stuck up, that was the end of it. They felt that.
Yeah, I just got a feeling, so I thought I better bring it up.
Yeah, I think they were crowding probably, so they didn't hit the driver's side and then they hit passenger side, but. Anyway, that's what we did with it, so,
Okay.
and,
On the next note, I got, this weekend and people were calling, but I got a bunch of letters. I just got them yesterday and they're on that stuff down there, trips. They're just having meltdown. Yes, they couldn't even get through. We're gonna have to try to figure out how to scrape it all off and put new down or something. I mean, we're gonna take it. And then now the people at Bear Gulch are saying, I don't know, you want to read them all? But they need to be noted and put in a thing. But we gotta figure out what the hell we're gonna do. The call just won't quit. Sunday I was down there yesterday, I went down, you can't stay on the road, and I drove up into Trips Road. And in my truck, I got kind of deep as well, and I hauled it all up into the driveway.
yeah,
He ain't happy, bad.
we need to finish sizing the road and crown it up and roll it.
We gotta get on that one, cause they're giving us, they're saying liability, and then up there Gulch by the big rock. There's a letter here that they darn near wrapped, and they're telling us that are telling us about it, and if something better get done, or if they wrap, they're gonna be liable, we're gonna be liable.
Right, yeah, probably noted.
I know,
I
I just brought it.
When we're done with, Dunkelberg, then that's where we'll go.
Yeah, we just gotta get that done, like, yeah,
We just had to add some gravel to it or
Yeah,
we'll have to.
get some rock in
And then if
there.
we can get Sam or whoever, get somebody to pull that shit back up in there, we gotta use what we have and then put whatever, but we gotta get rid of that.
and narrow it up some.
Yeah.
Yes,
So do we need to do this like today?
Well, he let him finish in Dunkelberg, cause they got problems there.
Yeah,
He just said it'd be the next one, it has to,
once we get down to Dunkelberg, then I'll move Sam down to that,
has to.
and that's just what we'll do. And we've got
You very good?
the other one down at, Johnny's down in Rock Creek, and he, obviously we had to jump over a bunch of that just to get it so wet, and then hell, by the time he gets to the Forest Service boundary, he's gonna be blading coming back out. You know, how
Yeah, I
that
was
goes.
down there yesterday just as a personal thing, I was down Chester. When I come out, they were gone like at 3.
Yeah,
So
I thought I
question,
met you.
I seen you.
I was down looking at some trees, but
Scott, you're saying that it has to be removed,
some,
what's on there?
well, unless we can pull it up
Blend it.
in to fix it.
Nah, we'll blend it in and fix it.
Try to blend it.
Otherwise, we gotta get it off of it. I mean, this is gonna be something that, there's a lot of material on the side of the road over the years that's got shoved off, cause they just, you know, and now it's gonna have to either be pulled back, crown like he said, or scrape the shit off and redo it.
We'll just fix it as soon as we're done with Dunkelberg, we'll go in
Yeah,
there.
have to, cause they're just
We're gonna
there.
have all material on there for sure.
So you'll pull it back up and then whatever, however you do it,
Yeah,
Crown.
okay?
Put the crown on.
yeah, see, we blended it all together and it just got too much.
And that right there, we can, you know where it is, right there in the corner where the roads come back together.
Yeah.
Yeah, somebody's gonna crash.
Yeah.
It's just, so, there's just nothing to it.
So
Then we
what
gotta get the,
do we need to do about these letters?
They wanted to be noted better, so I think we need to stamp them in, you guys can read them, I read them last night, if not, but there's letters from people up Bear Gulch, and there's letters from all that back south side. But they need to be stamped and put in.
Yeah.
I
So-
told them we would.
I'd respond to them with a phone call or letter
I
today.
was there yesterday.
Okay, talk to them.
Yeah, and I told them I'd make sure they were in today, and then when Paul got here, that is the next major, we have to do it right away, if it ain't wet, if it's wet, you ain't gonna do nothing with it.
Right.
no, I can't
It's
do anything with
so
anything.
bad, but
Travelers is just as bad. I have a lot of there, it's,
yeah, I was down in the Rock Creek, man, it's just,
There's
like I said, once I come behind you, and I mean, they're gonna have to try to cut some more from the outside or something, I don't know.
and it just,
It's gonna get worse too, cause boaters are showing up now. They're
Right.
gonna pound
I met a
it.
couple.
We're gonna have to try to get just as good as we can, at least from bridge to bridge, or down to, Bronze Bridge down there. Or,
Rain today and tomorrow.
yep,
That's the problem, but I mean, when we get an opportunity, we better jump on it.
we gotta get it going and get it done, and then, we'll be back in
I'm
4
sure
weeks or something again,
Right.
right hit again, because trailers and guys are just gonna blow that road out.
yeah, we always have to go back soon as they're done. As soon as the rafters are done. There's so many of them, yeah.
So what's the story, all hands on blades or what? What's going on? Explain that to
You
me.
have to, Blythe, I mean,
Do we have blade,
We've only got 2 guys, we only have 4 guys right now total.
so 2 guys, what 2 guys can,
We have 2, we got Sam and Johnny on blades right now, and Jake and,
Ken and Jim are gone.
so isn't there another
the
person?
other guy's out there
Experience?
sick for a few days.
Oh.
Chris hasn't,
What,
Chris has been sick for a few days, that's why he
a
didn't.
few days?
And
Uh,
so I got, Dave and Jake, they're taking the springs out of that Mack water truck are busted. We're trying to get that fixed, well, we got the opportunity here. But we're gonna have to have, need them guys on rollers anyway, When we do get going, we'll have to have the other people in water trucks and on rollers, just like, and the trucks haul gravel,
yeah,
there's. But. This weather's gonna change.
I just wanna make sure though, cause this down here,
No, that's just where we're going, sooner or done,
how many days you got left at Dunkelberg?
probably tomorrow.
Then,
Yeah. He's kind of skipping around some too, because of the damn rain, but
well, hopefully.
depending on the weather, start pouring rain, we're not gonna.
Yeah, if it rains on it, don't waste the time even going, because you're not gonna.
Well, I mean, you can't go anywhere. Don't matter where it is.
just, gotta utilize when we can, go like even if they have to work some overtime or something, we better try to utilize the days we can. That's my opinion.
So as of today, we have 3 guys out.
I think we got some,
Yesterday.
we still have funds left in Dover or overtime fund
We did
Yeah.
a
that we allocate, we haven't touched that yet, have we?
little bit, but not
Not
much.
much.
I'm gonna look at it.
But yeah, I think
If
the biggest
they're-
thing is just keep those blades rolling every day if we can.
Yeah,
That's the other thing, I think. There's a nice day and the public see the blades sitting, I get phone calls, so
I
I'm sure you do too, but.
Yeah.
It's a
Yeah,
nice day, those blades have to be rolling.
They're on 10-hour shifts, right?
I mean, it's looking good down there, but it ain't gonna last very long, I'll tell you that, you can tell that.
No.
Down Rock.
It isn't anywhere.
Rocker blows it out every year.
Yeah.
Cause they get good till July.
every year they go about 100 miles.
Yeah, out of shovels are flying up that road. That's all I kinda got for road.
Me too.
Any public comment for Paul?
All righty.
Hopefully it
Yep.
dries out.
Yeah, no doubt. All right, let's see.
Thanks, Paul.
Yeah, thanks.
Yeah, I think we definitely need to stamp these and put them in there,
Yeah.
so you guys can read them.
I'll
Yeah.
read them here after.
Yeah, it's a handle blade.
Yeah. Yeah.
I mean, they. I was down there Saturday, Sunday, yesterday. You can't see them, but the deal is whatever we put down, we're gonna have to call in and we gotta figure out what. This, you can read the letters, but it's never been, whatever we bought from whoever. Something's gotta get done. And that's what they're saying, the witness, it was never there in 100 years. There's people that live there 50, 60 years, right, and saying that, I don't know where you bought this stuff, but.
Yeah, it's gonna have to be a letter to where you got it.
And we need to get on that today and make
So
sure,
I've drafted a letter, so if you want that sent.
yeah. Man, it ain't good.
So would you put 2 blades on that? To get it done? No, so just
There's
one.
not room, Blanche, where they're at, it's not that wide, but it's, they can do it one, they're just gonna have to pull on that. I don't know, my recommendation was get rid of the shit. But if he thinks he can pull enough from the edges, even if he's bringing in some of that sod in there to I mean, there's stuff that's been laying there for 5 or 6 years, there's no trees growing up like that, that shit's gotta be pulled back up and
Yeah.
rolled. It's just,
Yeah, there's still good gravel on the side. I know we'll probably have to add better gravel to it, and mix it up too.
So it
but-
doesn't have to be,
I
just
had-
has to be fixed.
yeah, I had a guy down, it's a quick flat blade. Start pulling it, roll, get it, quick flat blade, and all we're doing is just going along quick and making it look good.
Well, we're not
shoving it
supposed
off
to
the
be
road.
flat weighting, are we?
Hmm?
Do we have to tell that to the supervisor?
No, he said that they're gonna crown it, it's just, this is just coming and a couple of these guys have been in blades and they know what they're
Yeah.
talking about there.
But
Yeah.
And they're being accused about hauling over with trucks and it's not that, it's a shit gravel.
Well, I need to keep track of what the replacement gravel is then.
And I was gonna ask you that and the time, cause I mean, what we put down, we put $100 and some odd $1,000 down there, and
Yeah,
we're gonna have to, it's a waste of time. That's my opinion, it's a waste of time.
No, I keep track of time and material for fixing it.
It's not the weather, it's the material.
So do we need to get it on the agenda to pursue this, or do we just?
yeah, that's
get
the agenda item
information, or,
next week, yeah, we send the letter, have them come in.
I mean, we need to get on it now,
We don't have enough time. I mean, if we have to get stuff, other gravel, which is, we'll get it from different outlets. But I mean, this is all gonna be, have to try to brought up to how's it gonna be replaced and how the money lies and
Yeah.
time lies. And then was it really rejected and
Yeah.
this has all gotta come out.
Yep.
I mean, I'm just every day.
Yeah,
And I know it's my job, but it's still, though, we should have never took it if it was that bad.
right.
Absolutely.
All right. Well, have it down agenda and move on with it this week and follow up next week.
Pretty direct letters, I'll tell you that, anything. Pretty direct letters, if that right.
We'll move on with solid waste district weekly report.
I was down, took in personal stuff into the Drummond solid waste site and they had a guy, cleaning up in there, working, looking way good. It's, I mean, he's picking up all the papers, it's starting to look.
Community service or is
Community, whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was wheelbarrowing around there and he. Give him good. On that, everything else seemed to be pretty good down there. I don't think the burner got done.
No, I haven't seen. I think got to look.
If it's gonna rain tomorrow, man, I wish they'd pursue, or do we need to ask him, please make sure.
Right,
What?
I'm here for that.
Oh.
and then, yeah, with Todd here, I
What I do now?
forgot to get back to Todd last week to let him know that the fuel tanks are on their way, but I'll get with him today on that.
Yeah, I wrote on that already.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's still just left Salt Lake and no update, so
Still in Salt Lake.
it left Salt Lake, but that's the last update. Yeah, but it says,
Art suck.
It does.
yeah,
You know that.
Yeah.
it says supposed to be every 23rd, so.
You're here for the burn.
Hi, Ashley Todd, Granite County Treasurer. I just got a report from the fire department. They didn't have time to stick around to come in, but they met last night and they're gonna burn starting at 6 to 7 AM tomorrow at the Phillipsburg site. Because we have that weather coming in.
Yeah.
So, they already have it all lined out with Todd and they have, access through the gate, obviously because it's early. So they got a whole crew and they'll start tomorrow.
Cool.
And that's all I have.
Drummond burning tomorrow too, is John gonna like that? He usually.
I haven't heard anything from John.
Huh?
I haven't heard anything from John.
It needs to burn bad.
Do we?
Yeah, I wrote him.
He knows that he has his permit though, that he can burn.
So
I don't know if he ever asked Valley to come and help him with that.
he usually just,
Doesn't.
note or tells him or something, case something, but he's,
Yeah.
usually he takes care of it.
Okay, yeah,
So I guess we better get hold of
Miranda
him.
said she emailed him last week to let him know when he could start burning, but never got anything back, so I don't know if do you have his number to call him or
Maybe we
something?
better, at 10 o'clock, we better call him and let him so he can get on and get
Yeah.
Sean O'Connor heads up or something. Thanks.
yeah. The permits we have. I mean, so he has 30 days to be able to do that. So if he finds a different window that works better, that's fine for him, but
Well, with this weather coming in, I think they better get on it.
Yeah, it's gonna be wet.
Maybe
Mhm.
we'll give you a break on it too, so we can get it done.
yeah,
'Cause we're gonna start getting a lot more shit coming in.
yeah, and that's fine. We just, we're good now.
Yeah.
All we have to do for the burn permits is give them at least 10 days notice so that they can do their environmental impact information for the air quality. And then they'll give us another 30-day permit for the burn. And I think going into the summer, we do have to maybe call and request the dates as well. I have to relook at that report, but I think there's different ones have different specifications. We might have to call ahead, so let them know so that they can check for that day. To make sure we can burn, so they might grant the permit, but we still have to call in.
And then we'll have to renew it before April 7th next year.
No, so the actual permit,
Yeah.
the final permit, is good for a year. And it will be it's on the calendar, there's invites sent out to everybody, so everybody's on the same page for when it needs to happen. We'll request it in February because it takes,
So long.
it can take up to 40 days for us to even get the initial permit.
Right.
So we just got the final. You know, we got the
Yep.
acknowledgement, the initial, and then the final. And then the burn date requests. Those are the ones that we have to do every time we want to burn.
Okay,
And those we need to do 10 days.
10 days prior.
Mhm.
Thanks. Cool.
Alrighty. Thanks, guys.
Thanks, Ashley.
Thank y'all.
That's cool, get that done, then we don't have to deny people coming in with the stuff and that was a bank.
For having it sit all summer.
Yeah, make sure you remind me, I'll call, or we'll call Dawn at 10 or 10:30, something, getting a little time then, gotta get it done.
Yeah, we got a break at county claims at 10:15.
Okay.
You're right there. Well, we'll move into, dam tenders report for Georgetown. The level is currently at 4929.04 for 5.52 inches below full pool.
We were 6 last week, I had a couple renters, this is just off the thing there, saying maybe see if you can actually hold it a little bit, if it's cooler weather and that, and then when it starts getting really good, if we can dump, I said, well, May 15th is gonna be 30, so, they're kind of, everybody's in a drought still, and they're just kind of worried, just, so, I said,
They want to reduce from down to or
I
keep it
just kind of hold it where we're at, and just got it, but when they need it, they're gonna really beg for it. They're gonna try to work with the entities on seeing if they can get a little more or something, cause I mean, it's a drought.
Yeah, fishing game's not gonna give more unless it's paid back later, so that's something.
So they might wait until this fall for trying to bag, I guess we'll see what happens, it's just kind of, they just wanted me to bring that up.
You have anything, Paul?
Yeah. Now that we seem to have caught it up a little bit too, if you look at Todd's report, the best estimate for current daily inflows is 28 to 32 CFS. Talking with Ben and Roger, we need to go up right now because we haven't actually caught the inflows yet. And they both feel that it's going to be spilling for quite some time if we don't try to catch it now and get ahead of it. If you look at Todd's report, the weather's in our favor. The snowpack is in our favor. And, like I always say every year, we got to turn it up. But
What were you thinking? What were you thinking, Paul? Or what kind of?
According to Ben and Roger, and they would like to see it right now at 30%. We've got more water in the lake now than we've had, according to Todd's report, in many years. So we're kind of too full.
What's your thought, Brad? Oh, you're the chairman.
Looking at Todd's report, Paul's right. I mean, he says he's estimating inflows to be 28 to 32 CFS. So I definitely I wouldn't have a problem with being up, right in his estimate range there.
That's fine with me. I just, trying to keep everybody, this is what we need to do, is keep everybody pretty much on board and happy, and we can up it to, were you thinking 30?
Try 30 for a week. See where we're at. You go with that, guys?
We can try it for a week, see what it does. There's more weather coming.
I agree with that too. If we get a big blast of warm weather, it's gonna be a lot of water coming.
I'd make a motion, we go up to 30 for this week, and then next week, we might have to go up some more. At least we're catching up to the inflows a little bit. I think,
Second that.
I think we have a better chance with all the entities going, you know, just moving it up a little at a time, and, you know, just so we don't.
Yeah. And public comment? All in favor?
Aye. Can you get letters?
Motion carried.
Yep, I'll send the email out right SAP and, yeah, so I wouldn't increase it until we heard back, but,
Yeah.
yeah.
And hopefully they'll get right back to us. That's sometimes we waited 3, 4, 5 days, and it just kind of throws us a week behind.
Last week, everyone got back to me within a day.
So yeah, Paul, as soon as Blaine gets back and hears everything, we'll let you know to bump it to 30.
Good.
All right, well, thank you guys. We'll see you again probably next week.
Thanks, Brian.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thanks.
Be a lot more up in there than anywhere else.
That report, yeah.
I haven't seen it a little bit. Down this way, it's drier in the sun. Dry.
Yeah, it's wetter up here, but Drummond's dry.
They're dragging fields out with dust.
Yeah. So the, email chain with the temporary modification from last week, we're supposed to e-file, and they need a cover letter.
Oh.
Don't have to sign that, just says in the temporary modification.
All right, I'll head on to the next agenda item, county's comments on MDOT speed study on I-90.
Like, hey, last week, you know, they gave us what they're gonna do. They're gonna do about what they do anyway. And they, you know, they already have a blinking sign, and with that warm water along some of that, there's not much you're gonna do. The people aren't, they're just going faster and faster. It seems like they see a blinking light and they just speed up, but, I don't see them ever changing the speed going through there, cause it's,
No, they did all the reports for that. I mean, like you said, they're gonna just go and put more signage up to let people know that like a windy road or whatever they're gonna, whatever safety signs they're gonna put up, but
Yeah, the like top end speed's not the issue, it's reasonable and prudent when you have, the
weather.
weather, so, signage is about, signage and more sand is probably the.
yeah, and along there, you know, that lasts a lot longer through the year than anywhere else, cause it shades and then that warm water with all that moisture and that breeze comes in and it coats that where they having all them wrecks. I mean, I've been out there a lot of wrecks, and it's.
Then enforcement too.
Sand that's froze over it, you
Yeah.
know, I mean, it's just, people need to slow down when it's.
I mean, like in the winter time too, I mean, maybe, I mean, it's out of our jurisdiction, but MDO, you know, the highway patrol needs to be down there pulling
Yeah.
people over for driving too fast for conditions.
Yeah.
They can issue tickets for that.
A lot of
Yeah.
the trucks, you know, they just set it on
It's
cruise, and when
semis,
something slips and they slam the brakes and they're done.
Yeah.
Or we have drivers of tractor trailers that don't speak English and that, and they're getting their licenses from out of Montana, but it's not right.
So one comment, if I may, it's the fact that we actually got the speed study. Was actually done, where they could have not done the study and said everything's fine, and so thank them for doing the study.
Yeah, I appreciate them doing it, at least we looked into it and gave our opinion and, you know, we pushed it through, so. Up to them now.
Do a motion to have Miranda send them a thank you letter.
Yeah.
I make a motion that the commission send a thank you letter to the MDOT for their speed study on I-90 near Bear Mountain.
We second it.
All in favor?
I,
Motion carried and passed.
Email, okay, or you guys wanting,
I think,
part time?
I think we probably just email to.
Yeah,
Joel, that's his name.
so I haven't done, I'm still questioning the road stuff, if I may, while we're in between.
Go ahead.
When they blade it, then they put the water truck behind it. Did they follow with the water truck to wet it down?
Usually wet the road first,
They wet it first.
if you need it. I mean, like, they shouldn't need a water truck for a month.
Yeah, well, they wouldn't need one now, right? And they could blade, okay, so. We wouldn't have to worry about a water truck following behind two blades. Am I making sense or am I not making sense before? How many blades do we have?
Sure.
4,
We got 4 blades.
but only two operators, right?
2 operators right now.
Yeah, which
That's something that we need to, I think, look at, because we have 4 blades.
and then being sick and now on other stuff. No,
No, I just want, I need to
They
understand
need to
this.
go right now. There's enough moisture. They don't need a water truck.
Okay, so that was my
They need
question.
that roller to come along behind, cause the roller that's behind the grader, it's doing decent, but it's not. They're gonna have to get on that roller that fire and get that shit passed.
Okay, so it's the roller that it's, and we have it, right?
Yeah, they rented it, it should be here.
This
I
week,
don't know.
maybe so this week sometime it's gonna be here.
But that's the next thing, is they're gonna have to have that to compact it when they start. I mean, they got full. There's no sense of buying gravel when we have the shit all along the road that we need to use, and that's why that one guy was saying, a quick flat blade and shoving it off, wasting money buying gravel when you have it laying on your road, just
Yeah.
gotta have somebody knows what they're doing, Blake. What he said, I'm just.
No,
I'm not arguing with you, I totally.
No, I'm not arguing, I'm just trying to understand. It's just
We
that,
gotta use what we have and who we have and get on it. That's all there is to it. If they have to work some overtime, my opinion, if them days that we can, we let them do it.
well, a comment that was made that there was. What do you call them, to call them blades, that was sitting there at 3 o'clock in the afternoon.
That's why the comment was made.
Okay,
They
so-
need to utilize the time. That's when I said, utilize what we can. Now,
Was this on a Friday?
it was yesterday,
Oh. Okay,
and I don't know if there was something wrong or what, but I hadn't, it's just I seen it and then right away.
we need some communication, a little more communication, I guess we should have stressed that,
Well, I think I did.
okay,
I'm not,
well, there-
it's not us, it's what no,
So it blows it. Not
If we get any farther,
Yeah.
but no, I think we're on the same page, just utilize when we can, we have to get this stuff done, it's just. Quit worrying about some of this other and.
Yeah. Alright, we're 5 minutes early, but we'll go in for the Mako district meeting for venues and meal options. We got, one here for the museum, so they have it open and the charge would be $150.
I just. Sorry,
We got a couple of bids here. Then, we got another one from Kathy Smith, and the price would be $200. It says they provide tables and chairs, whatnot, which the museum does also.
I think that means there, though, you know, there's stuff to look at, not saying Kathy don't have a damn nice thing,
Right.
but. It's where we're bringing them here, we're gonna be BSing, and then, you know, there's stuff they can look at,
See the history of town.
that's my.
I think the location would be a little bit better too for the meeting.
What day of the week is that?
Friday.
Friday.
So I put it on your agenda, at the bottom, that they're meeting, like, especially if there's gonna be a quorum there,
Oh,
Yeah.
right, yeah, we gotta do that.
yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll do that.
And then we got a couple people come back for food. Marilyn from Zia's down here. She said she has it open and she just got done doing a cater deal for Rotary and whatnot, but said, you know, list what she could do. She didn't put how much it cost per person or anything like that.
Yeah, I told her we were trying to keep it around 20 and she hasn't wrote back, but
Okay.
I told her that's what we're striving for.
Who's that from?
Zia's,
The
Zia's,
new restaurant at Antlers.
In
Yeah.
Silver Mill.
Old Silver.
Italian or?
Yeah, she can do sandwiches and like pasta salad and
And then we got another one from Kiko's here. Kind of price it out, they can do enchiladas with rice. For $14.99 a person, or 3 enchiladas and rice, or beans too, I guess. At $17.49 per person. Then you can also get like chips and salsa for $130. Sour cream for $30. Then 20% get 2 of you.
Do we make a decision today? Is that what we're doing?
Yeah.
Okay, so I,
Or, go ahead, Lance.
sorry. I think that the museum, things it's available, we should do the museum. And I think that Zia's is, looks good.
for.
And on the beverages and stuff, I'm thinking that before it was like the commission would make sure that there's pop and there's
Yep.
water.
Yep,
Yeah.
Jackie and I are
Okay,
getting a bunch
I
for
think
them.
Jackie went to town already and got a whole bunch of
She
stuff.
did.
okay. So basically what they'd want is like a cookie or something during snack and then the lunch.
Yep.
So we could do the cookies and stuff, right, or something
Cookies and coffee and stuff.
with coffee.
Or
Yeah.
donuts in the morning
Yeah.
and stuff, yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then do Zia's at lunchtime.
Yep.
And they're close and the museum's close. And, Zia's looks like it's more of a,
Variety.
what am I trying to say?
I don't know, but go ahead.
Well, not,
So they go down to Zia's then?
No,
Oh,
right.
they,
We.
oh, okay.
one thing last year, I'll just say last year, they did have, Mexican food. So maybe this year we'd have something different.
Okay.
Me, I'm,
How about that?
I'm good.
Okay, would that be
She's got,
honorable enough to,
Switching it around.
yeah,
and she's got, you know, and Zia's there, I mean, she do, you know, do a security or. How do you say that board? Security board. I mean, so I mean, she's got stuff for snacks, you know, and stuff they're kind of grazing and then you could have
Yeah.
just a sandwich or whatever.
yeah, that sounds good.
I'll entertain a motion.
Oh, you want me to make a motion? Okay. I make a motion that we, rent the museum for that day and that we get our catering from Zia's for that day.
I second it.
Public comment. All in favor? Aye.
The one thing with the museum, did she say whether or not we could just go down and look at the,
Yeah.
without having the people to pay?
She didn't really elaborate on that, but
Okay, if we can make sure that,
I did say that, I said if we
okay,
send her through the museum, that'd be great. She was all about it, but
okay,
this is all just an email.
Even if we give them a little bit more.
Yeah,
money
yeah,
for
yeah,
for
yeah.
them to be able to catch.
absolutely,
We give the
Okay.
museum a donation or whatever.
yeah.
I'm good with that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Okay. Motion carried and passed, and then we need to get, so. That's May 29th, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so yeah, we just have to make sure we have it in the paper two
Well,
weeks.
it just needs to be on the agenda. It could be on the, if you want, it could be on the bottom of your Tuesday agenda. Just put,
For May,
Yeah.
like all of May or just that.
just, I think
That week.
Okay.
Okay. We find just at the bottom, put it that we're having a district meeting.
Yeah, and there's not really time for public comment, but it's, still in noticing it.
Okay.
Awesome,
I just got a text message from Paul. He said, I guess we need clarification on, are we good to get some gravel then from Struna? He was low bid. Yes, but let's use what we have and try to keep this down, the cost down a little bit, cause this is all gonna be. I know we're gonna have to get some gravel, we've talked about it, but we wanna make sure that they're all got them.
We're not gonna put a 100 yards on there. Yeah.
But there's a lot along there, we need to use what we have first, and then if we need a load to.
Maybe you should say yes, but each load needs to be approved by Paul, by Commissioner Paul.
Commissioner Class.
Is
I mean,
there,
we need to see how much gravel we can get first. Instead of just buying gravel, cap it.
we've already agreed that we're gonna get gravel, that's why we put the bids out, we're taking a little bid. And it's coming from Struna's pit or Nelson's pit, yes, but I mean, use what we have first
Okay.
and let's utilize.
Okay, so are you saying then they'll get on that road to try to repair it and pull stuff from the sides, which would be good gravel that was still there?
Yeah.
And then after the fact, repair the best and then the gravel.
And then if we need, then we're gonna have to cover whatever, but that's why I don't know, I was gonna ask Paul about them. I don't know, I just hope it don't make a big soup mess pulling it up in to cover up that shit and then it don't cover.
Yeah. I think that's what I do, that I'd try. Just tell them to get everything from the side.
So he hears it from all of us, cause
Yeah.
I mean, it's kinda,
We need to pull everything up from the sides, see what good material there is, or maybe that is good now too, it sat there for so long. But do that first,
Maybe have
To see.
close.
and then
I can't
if we need
hear
to, if
from
we
all
need
of
to
us,
add
not-
gravel, we'll add gravel, and if not, if that bad material, I'll have to strip it. Then put some gravel on it.
that's why I don't know if we're wasting our time pulling the good stuff in coming up the ship. Cause after a while, it's just gonna go down through it, then are we back to square one again?
How deep is it?
It's hard to tell until they pull some.
How deep is that crap material?
No, it's probably well, it's about 6 inches. Yesterday when I went through it, I was sinking in a couple inches easy and it just was expanded tore all the way through. That was full of drive. That's what I'm worried about. I guess let's see what happens when he starts pulling it, and we're gonna have to, maybe I'll have to run down there if I have time and just see what. Well, it's Paul's job, he's gonna have to look and see if he pulls this in. And if we have to make some better stuff in it to get it back to where it was,
Maybe call him and tell him that.
not down and call him. I'll wait, sit at this,
But do you want him to text you like per load or whatever, so you're approving it?
well, let's get him on the phone and we can ask him or tell him, let's see what we have first.
I would just get the volume up. So I could hear it.
I guess we wanna make sure we're all on the same page, 'cause I understand what you're saying, but I think he needs to hear it.
Yeah, you gonna call him?
I just told him call him.
Oh,
I'm sure we're gonna have to, we already know we're gonna have to, but that gravel that we were buying this year wasn't going to the places that we put all that money into last year. So we lost a year.
And what are we gonna do with this gravel?
Well, I got a guy that said he was dumping over a bank. But
Do we still?
I don't want it on the road or nothing, but he's got places kind of like a junk pile, but we do not want to put it somewhere that somebody come and use it, cause then we just back. You know,
Is there any way to mix more gravel into it?
that's what I'm wondering if it,
There's a lot of material they bought that we're just dumping, that's 200 grand we're dumping over the bank.
that's that one, if we can, I don't know, it's so much clay in there, you can't. I don't know, we're gonna have to pull,
We have to pull it all in to see what it is first.
I mean, there's 3 feet wide some spots so you could pull, the guy just gotta start pulling, quit that. I understand what they were talking about when I went with them and he showed, see what they're doing. I mean, they're just getting to the edge of the road, and that's why he's calling it flat, but instead of going over and start. Gotta get them to know that it's our road and our width, use it.
Yep. You gotta take one more path. Pass. So I guess, yeah, must, but TJ.
Yep.
Maryland.
No,
Ain't good.
we'll get it dialed in.
I was wondering what total head count was gonna be too. Do we know what the total head count will be for that meeting?
It'll be good
We'll,
35.
we'll find out,
Yeah,
before
yeah.
county commissioner's office.
Yeah, this Paul.
Hi, Paul.
I was just calling to make sure, we talked about it, but we didn't really get clarification. So when we start on them couple of roads in the lower valley, are we good to get gravel out of the Struna pit there, Carl Nelson, they were the lowest bid?
We are, but let's try to use what we have down there, Paul. Let's see what we can pull in and see what, cause it might have to be a different gravel to mix in to cover, you know, just a better binder or something.
But, no, I plan on pulling it all in first, I just, when we're working on it, cause if we're there before the next meeting, I just wanna know what we're good to do, you know?
We're all in favor of getting gravel. I guess that's why I was emphasizing this. I know I'm repeating, but just that we use what we have along there. See what we can do to cover it up so we don't have to scrape it all up and haul it somewhere.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, that's what, when we worked on that last time, we dug it all up and mixed it all together.
Yeah.
And, you know, so, I mean, I guess,
Well, I'm just kinda worried if we put a bunch of new gravel in there right away and we end up having to strip all this off and haul it away, that's just more money that we are dumping over a bank or piling up somewhere that we're not gonna use it. So I think especially with these bad spots down Bear Mouth and whatnot and Bear Gulches, we gotta pull what we have there and see if any of that, if just putting that old gravel from the sides of the road mixed in with it, if it will hold it. And then if we need gravel, we can put a little extra in there, but if not, there's no reason for putting more new gravel in there if we're just gonna have to basically blade it up and haul it off. You know what I mean?
yeah, and that's what I'm saying, when we did it before, you know, we bladed everything together, then we put stuff on there and mixed it all in. But, yeah, we'll just give that a shot, obviously, but I just wanted to make sure in case we needed a little bit for somewhere or whatever, you know.
Yeah, let's see what it looks like and then you can get a hold of one of us commissioners or whatever. If you get
All
to
right,
that point by the end of the week and we'll go there.
this replacement.
yeah, cause we'll be not get hit at Paul by the first of the week anyway, and we're done, you know?
This replacement work, I wanna have him keep track of his hours and material.
Yeah, and on that too, with all this redoing these spots that we're doing, we need to keep a separate deal for time and equipment and material if we end up using new material. We have to have it on a separate invoice deal so we can keep track of hours and time.
Okay,
Our
all
material.
right.
Cause this could end up in litigation,
Yeah, okay,
So,
all right,
all right. Thanks,
sounds
Mike.
good, thanks. Yep, bye.
Well, we're a little bit early, but we can go through claims, so. You wanna give, solid waste a deal while we going through claims here?
the 323. 283.
Talking about Drummond?
Top of my head, I don't.
Yeah, I got it.
3221, I know.
288-0005.
What is it?
288-0005.
That's Drummond, what do you call it, Drummond?
Yeah.
I'll
He's probably out working, he probably so busy.
be back at 10:45 then, unless you need me.
Hey, John, this is Scott with you.
I'm good.
Hey, you got your burn permit.
Real low and that
I
heat
I
there.
know. Get a-
I agree, so that's.
Oh,
The weather coming in, we need
Yeah.
a burn. It's all good to go. I didn't know. They sent me an email and never got a response back from you. No, that's why I'm saying it's totally up to you. It's supposed to start raining here today and tomorrow, and then if the guy can maybe call the fire department and see if they'll come up and do a little burn around there or something. But we can't keep waiting because we ran out of time, we redid the permit.
Yes.
I know. I know, John, I'm not arguing with you, I'm just saying if we get this opportunity, like, you know, if we could have had that the other day when there was snow. You know, I'm not arguing, I'm just saying that we need to try and where there's a window, we need to do it. And this is from all the commissioners, it ain't me. Well, I know your house is there, that's why I make sure and get a hold of the fire department, maybe they could burn up the draw there just a little bit to make sure it don't get away. Okay, yeah, just make sure you're comfortable with it, and I guess let you know the permit's good. If you're not comfortable with it, don't do it. Yep, everything's good to go. Ashley was just in here, everything is good to go, John. Thanks. Let us know.
Listen, Tracy.
Did you not get the email?
He said he hadn't checked it for a while. I guess.
Yes, I feel like.
You should have said, well, you need to be checking your email.
Or a week ago, I guess.
Or texted them last Tuesday.
Yeah, last week, yeah.
I mean, there's stuff that's pretty important in them emails that comes through, that's why we do it, so it's on paper trail.
Mm-hmm. And I asked, how do you burn, in case he needed to tell Brian I needed to call someone? Cause I didn't know how he did it down there. But. Nothing back.
The guy text here said that stuff was not mixed, it was laid over. Gravel down, if somebody's listening. Let me see, it's just a number.
So.
So
And we
they're
just
saying
stated
it was,
that
yes, it wasn't mixed.
it was not mixed, it was
It was
laid
just
over.
We hauled new gravel in there. It was not.
Okay.
mixed. That's why the edges are the way they are.
Or the wreck. Just laid over, not mixed.
No, it was just put on, it was put on because we had,
Thank you.
it was mixed and that, and we wouldn't have no dirt to work with, or rock, or gravel to work with. It was, yeah. They're just making a note that. Mhm.
Mhm.
Well, we got a new restaurant.
The old owner still has it, but the gal running or renting the building in Maryland,
Angie.
yeah, she used to work out there ranch at Rock Creek, you know. Good food.
Mhm.
So who still owns it?
Whoever had it when it was a silver mill, he still owns the
Oh,
building.
so they're just leasing to.
I think so, aren't they?
I think so, I'm pretty sure that's.
Get your minds and stuff.
There was an ad on Facebook, the county was looking for blade people. Did you guys get that? I had two people call me, I should say. But I had two people call and ask if we were hiring blade people, and I'm like, I never heard nothing about this, and they said the county was,
I heard that too, that I said. Someone asked me, it was on Facebook, if there was an ad on Facebook, so I said, I don't think we deal with Facebook.
no, we never have. We don't,
So
we
they
don't
said
care,
there's an ad, it'd be in the paper, and I said, we just filled the position,
but I told them.
yeah. And we did fill it with the blade person.
Oh, yeah.
So I guess stress to the supervisor, no more flat blading.
We'll make sure that they still have to get that inspection on the gravel.
Mhm.
And, I mean, that's the whole deal. We put it in the paper for a reason, and that's the way it's gonna be.
Yep.
And we're all in agreement on that. If he needs a little more explained, Public Works out of Missoula or Helena will do a 5 gallon bucket.
Okay. I'll call him back today.
It's just, we have to.
What's the Bury hydrant? In solid waste.
What?
A Bury hydrant, 600 and some odd dollars.
Berry hydrant?
Oh, is that what it is? What is it?
How much is it?
It's for the $245 out of Hogan's, it's berry hydrant. I wonder if it wasn't that one that was bent over, they ran over and so they fixed it. Cause somebody ran over the frost-free hydrant.
Oh,
They are been, yeah. They're not sure about that. Cause we gotta have water in there.
oh, not, it was $245.
Sounds about right for frost-free, yeah. And they can take that up themselves, they got a bath, you know, that bath over there. I never did look around this, I forgot that day I was up there, look, see if they got that seat cover.
Oh, yes.
I was in and out of there, here's
Yeah.
kind of, there's a few people waiting on that to trailer.
Okay. Yeah, he's got it, so. And instructions.
I'll get up there.
Yeah, go check. Now I can drive out there. Hold on.
You go up through today.
Say aye. Make sure nothing came up, and that's some questions, because I don't have to do it publicly. Just getting ready for that first official meeting tomorrow.
What's that?
First official airport board meeting tomorrow, since the new laws.
Oh.
Not here to stir anything up, I promise.
No, they're fine. Do they have many golfers out here at this airport?
say that again.
Do they have very many golfers out here at this airport?
That's a good question. I'm fairly new to this, so I'll find that out. Put that on the next agenda. We'll do a bit of a count.
I'm just curious, I see quite a few starting to show up in the zone, and I don't know if there's a poison we can use, or
I got them all over my place.
I'm just kinda curious.
You know the problem with poison would be first dog that drops dead on your doorstep. You'll hear about that.
Yeah, I think, I don't know if there's some of that stuff you can put down the hole, like you said, to get out, the dog gets it, and
Yeah, they make one I use because I have dogs. It's like a sawdust, corn dust. It's
Yeah.
not poisonous, but it dehydrates the rodent from the inside. Doesn't hurt dogs. They have to eat 6 pounds of it.
went to this last year, it's pretty cool. There was a lot of people, vendors there, and, but, you know,
On what?
this, student safety fair Wednesday,
Oh,
April 22nd, it was pretty interesting, it was pretty cool, there was lots of stuff there, and they were showing kids What be the difference? That weather guy, that was kinda cool. You can get on a new website now for some weather and don't cost nothing. I don't know how to get on it, but I looked at that buddy of mine and then he paid a little more and on his, he can get the shows of planes and stuff coming through.
All right.
Like, what if there's a fire or something and it shows what plane, like if it's a helicopter in there.
Oh, really?
It shows the winds and, yeah, it's pretty cool. I don't know what he paid for it, but pretty interesting. It does all the states, not just one.
Yeah.
A lot of technology out there anymore, you don't know it, it's like I'm way behind. Something like that, I guess, if we went, you know, if one of us went, or, if we could just be noted on the agenda, say,
So if
you
you
don't know
went to
what
the,
time you might go, or I might go
Mhm.
here, so if we
And you went-
interacted, it'd be okay.
up there, you go down there, okay? Cause she did ask me if I'd go.
I'm just saying, just in case if
Yeah.
I was up here and couldn't make the other, so it would be noted that the commissioners are gonna try to go to this safety thing,
Oh, the thing Jackie just sent, okay,
just in case the three of us showed up in the
So-
spot, so there ain't a conflict.
so next week's agenda. Okay.
I think we'd better
Yeah.
know that.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool though, I really liked it, it's pretty fun. Sheriff was there, deputies, and they were showing stuff, and they were showing the difference of different, drinks, like, this other guy that, like them. Oh, what do they call that drink, energy drinks, but some of them are too bad, they're not good for you at all. It was pretty
So
interesting, though.
did she talk to you about doing it down there? Cause when she talked to me, she asked me up here, so they had questions for what the commission does, the duties and stuff.
Oh, she didn't, I haven't talked to her,
Okay,
I just was reading that, I just wanted to
yeah,
make sure that
well,
was.
yeah, we'll talk about it on the agenda.
I just want to make sure that there was noted that we might show up and there might be three of us, so. if
Yeah,
there's
well, we can't have that.
Not to worry about the quorum, that it's noted that, especially we're 1 to 3 or in that other time.
We hadn't get
Right.
tired,
Right,
No,
right, cross paths.
not yet.
good exercise,
Good.
keeps you from getting arthritis.
Yeah, I think it's the cause of it. Perfect tunnel.
Do we have that letter that Blaine drew up for that we was gonna send? Okay.
The only thing I don't have is a total, and I was gonna get that from over there, but she was leaving. He wanted another total of yardage we got.
Okay, I just wanna make sure we get it out today, so we just don't want to sit on it. Good job.
Yeah, let me look up the record.
Scott, what is this from? What's that 12-foot vice easy lock lever? For $4,000
What was it?
road.
I didn't see, I seen something, a push one. Yeah,
Both in 12-foot EV lock. Lever for $4,000.
12-foot vise easy lock. 3,970. What is that?
Oh, something for like the belly dump or?
Hey, what's the thing from Northwest Park for $4,000, that 12-foot vice easy lock level? Oh, the cutting edges, oh.
Oh,
We never seen it come through as that, we're trying to figure out what the hell is a vice easy lock level? Okay. All right, I will let them know, thanks. They partnered up with Northwest, partnered up with a company out of Salt Lake, and that's what they call them, but they go on the blades down on the bottom of the cutting edges. Cause we'd always see it as cutting edges before. I've never heard of. I've never heard of all that.
that's like $4,000 is a lot of money for a freaking lock level.
When you get to that, elevator one, oh, that's I guess we need, I don't know if it's called Slade or, I guess not, why would we be paying for a fuse that we just bought $1.4 million elevator?
And what's wrong with that one? I haven't seen that.
To
See, being county building. So it is,
And being that we're talking about that, maybe we should have Blaine down there, I mean, it's in the claim, we're talking about the elevator, but we need to figure out what the time, we gotta get this done.
And what's the vendor's name on it?
it's from City CITF Elevator Company. Fuse breaker replacement for $2,400.
So it's probably at the beginning.
And
From Otis.
it's in 2411, it's been, it'd probably be at the first part,
Yeah.
it's a C.
Oh,
Sorry about that, Paul, I forgot, it was just something.
CV, you said, county building.
Oh, is that a C or, Otis? Otis,
They're the ones that
so
we
it's
got
in the
now.
O's, never mind, sorry.
They're the ones we got the elevator from, and said, I just don't, why are we paying for something that? I guess I don't,
Cause the fuse blew and so we had to replace it. Is that what happened when they had that power went out and blew the fuse?
but that should be on them. I mean, not the power going out, but. Why was?
So anytime the power goes out and blows the fuse, it's gonna be $2,400.
That's why they were supposed to have that backup in there in case something happened. Well, it's shit if somebody's in the elevator and it goes out, they're sitting.
I already signed it, but here it is.
We can always deny, I think the guy better deny it for now and just to
But I can,
talk to him
I
about
can
it.
scribble it out and sign the denial and put it back in here.
Look at that when you're done.
Well, the unfortunate thing is there isn't any guarantee that the fuse is not gonna blow for when we have a power surge.
But if we had power, how come that backup battery wasn't put in like it was supposed to? It's right in the, Slate said the other day that that's in the contract. So why in the hell would we be paying $2,500 if they should have put the backup in there?
Okay,
So I'm not yelling.
we need Blaine to,
I think
Pull
we need
this
to
one.
talk to, yeah, hold that one
Yeah,
out.
just
When
pull it.
Blaine comes-
Yep.
Blaine comes out,
Yep.
we just need to talk to him. I mean, they gotta cover some of that stuff themselves, and that battery just, he sat right here and said it was in the basement. So, and then all of a sudden now, yeah, I mean, that just. we're just getting further and further behind on everything. Here's another week, nothing done. Maybe he's here, maybe that's his truck. That's it.
There's something on the next page, and the next page isn't there. On this Otis thing. So what's surcharge, 225? Did the fuse blow because there was no battery backup?
Well, something to do with abuse, but I mean, that's why I take it as a blue, cause there wasn't nothing to support it behind it, so when the power went out, took and shut that elevator down, so the fuse blew, so there's a safety thing that does that, so people aren't stuck in it, cause they didn't put their backup battery on it. I don't like this disputed invoices are listed for visibility and are not due during review unless a dispute involves a PO issue requiring your action. In that case, the invoice remains payable, so we can complete processing. It's pretty much, I don't know about that.
So whose fault is it because of the battery backup? Supposedly
It'll
the
be,
contractor said ours, but
it'll be Slade or the contractors, but he said right here, it says it's in the
Yeah.
basement. And Slade says it's in the thing, so it's a contractor. It wasn't put in.
and
Where
then
I took them, when they were talking about it,
he said that we said not to, it's in the minutes, but you didn't, right?
you know, we never talked about it. Why would it be here if we, yeah. You know they have to have it back. We couldn't find nothing in the minutes when we said anything. Slate looked it up in the thing that says it's there. So somebody's at fault for this 2,400, not us.
Right.
Slate or the contract.
Okay,
To me, the contractor didn't fulfill his obligation of making sure that that's gonna run if something like that happens. They're supposed to be the professionals and hired Otis and that to put everything together. We're not. We just make the bill. I mean, this is just so out of hand that not finishing. I mean, there's just so much. There's weeks of work.
Yeah.
You don't put a handle off of a drawer as a doorknob. Stuff like that, it's not gonna happen. I'm not trying to be a dick, but there's just that much kind of money and then that rug, it's bubbling up. There's just so much little stuff that, and then there's major. You know, the ADA out here, there's a lot.
mhm.
Yeah, there's,
You know, if he needs to bring his whole crew and we gotta just get over and see what, I don't think we'll wait another week. We need to email or email Slate and then that we're gonna have to start charging.
Okay, so we're gonna pull the Otis one and visit with Blaine about it.
Yeah.
So I make a motion that, we would approve the claims
That,
submitted. Except for the Otis one.
that's something.
old comment. All in favor, aye.
Aye.
Cause there's still a lot of cleaning and passing.
You want me to run those?
Yeah, so walk over
I
there.
help you.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Get a little backpack.
Little hard pack?
I think I still have my mom's little chair you can just wheel around. It's a electric chair.
Oh, yeah.
It says speed.
Yeah, zippy.
Oh, we got a couple wheelchairs.
Yeah.
No, it's
We got a
like,
walker at home.
this is electric. You can just sit there, push a button and it's there. I think I got rid of it. No, it ain't funny. I know I've had more.
Yeah.
At least it's not. Well, it's not as bad as it was the last time I had to get surgery, but we know that might still be 2 months out before I get in.
Mm-hmm.
Can't get a same move.
Yeah,
Eh,
free bunk mates.
You can say everything. Was, they gonna have the rest of the total yardage today then, so we can sign that? and
Yeah.
get it? Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Quick question for you, Blaine. Going through claims. When that elevator, the power outage, and then they had to put a new fuse in it.
Yeah,
Why would we have to pay for that fuse at $2,500 or $2,450? When they should have had that backup battery put in place and it never got put in place, and Slate said it's in the contract.
so I guess it wouldn't be the backup battery would be the issue, it'd be if their surge protector wasn't working would be the issue. And then I guess number two is, are materials covered under that warranty? We gotta look at that, it must not be.
Well, I just don't
Yeah,
understand why we'd be paying that if they would have had the battery backup put in place like they should have.
Well,
Even if the power went out, at least it wouldn't have blew this fuse, at least we'd have had a backup.
yeah, but the backup wouldn't be the cause of it, it'd be the surge protector not working. So battery backup, they need to pay for, but the issue of the fuse would be if the surge protector was not working. is the
Well, that
issue.
still wouldn't be on our
So,
dime.
well, yeah,
I mean, it's only 2 months old.
if it's on,
I'm not gonna-
I agree with you there.
I just don't think we should pay that. I mean, I think it
Yeah.
should be. If they didn't, even the contractor, if they should know that whoever put the there's gotta be something like that.
I think gotta get to the bottom of, why it blew is.
So you're
yeah.
saying you think I better pay for this?
No, I think could table that issue and then, we figure out what the cause of that was. 'Cause
And as long as we're talking about that, we need to figure out what we're gonna do. I'm kind of speaking out, that this stuff's gotta get done. I mean, you know what I'm talking about. There's so much little stuff. There's cleanup. There's still that ADA. It's not, and it just all we keep getting is excuses or another week. It's over here. I think it needs to be start charging them daily or whatever till this stuff.
liquidated damages. I'd have that on your agenda next week then, and then, the holdup, my understanding was the battery backup, there was some, parts that were taken, but, yeah, that's on Otis, their subcontractor.
Wouldn't we still be responsible because we had to replace it?
On the fuse, the issue is what caused the issue. If there's a surge protector not working, then that could be on them.
Warranty, yeah. That's what I just don't see why we'd have to pay. Sure, we told them to get another and put it in just so it works, but I mean, there's gotta be something, like she said, if every time the power just flickers, if we're gonna have to pay $2,500.
And, is that the actual price of the fuse? I mean, is it
And install.
gold plated?
Looks like it's missing a page too that maybe is in the clerk and recorder's office because it says continued on next page and the page is gone. So did they come out and then there's some kind of surcharge for 225?
$225 for yeah.
So they come from Chicago to put any fuse in?
I think Helena.
But I guess I just don't understand this money, it's just, we just got it running, all of a sudden now we're dumping money into the damn thing.
I think a letter to Otis and to, TCS saying what was the cause of the fuse issue and, if it was surge protector not working, then that's an issue. And I need to double check on whether, must be parts aren't covered in the warranty, must be labor, but see if they're charging labor.
Well, we need to get the whole invoice
Yeah.
because we're missing a page.
They don't say here whether it's parts or labor in that
Yeah.
one page.
Yeah, it's not complete. It probably is, but we'll let you handle that, Blaine.
And still, though, it just goes back, why should we be doing it when, if they didn't do it right, why are we paying them?
Yeah.
We're not the electricians, we're not the elevator professionals, and the TCS better be, cause maybe it's They're,
Yeah, they should have been talking to you guys about this. Do you have the email for Otis?
I don't know. It sucked, it's down $2,500 in a month old, come on. As much as these lights flickering there. I don't know. I just want the thing.
I'll figure out Otis's.
Do we send a slate then, not jump from the south, or slate and home?
Manager Chad Ford that I dealt with on my final inspection.
You send
stuff.
me his email.
Yeah, I'll just forward you this.
We talked to Scott and again at Slate and see, send him a letter that we're gonna start doing liquid damages, being that this stuff isn't getting done.
Yeah, I'd have it on your agenda next week though. Yeah.
You want me to scratch that out and decline it?
Wait, hold it, we get that back, you know, and hold it, cause she'll print it, yeah, it's
Yeah, she's pulling it.
Oh.
I did let her know.
I'm gonna make a copy of that here.
And maybe find the rest of the invoice.
Alright. We'll move on to fiscal year 2027 for SWRJD youth detention costs, grant application by
So I would make a motion that we accept their budget for fiscal 2027 for the SWRJD.
public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Nothing to sign, I guess. Is there anything to sign for this?
No. There's a different guy that handles all that.
Yeah.
What's his name?
Where's Blaine go? You copies that?
Yeah.
What's Brenda know?
Not much. Glad you're here, Linda.
Yeah.
I know I've taken your elevator a few times and you gotta really sit there and crank on the button before it'll light.
Did you get a little spooked in there for the door?
It goes so slow and you think, is it stuck? And then one time though, because I know it goes, no, went so slow. I was standing in there for probably 2 or 3 minutes before I realized I hadn't pushed the It just goes so slow that I thought I was slowly.
I was all the way to the top and then I got getting anxiety, I was getting nervous cause I sweat was opening right away. I thought, oh shit.
It's really slow, especially going up.
And I don't do like regular ones, you know, where they,
Yeah, with the bounce.
yeah. I guess that's good, but
Yeah.
kinda weird.
Alright, we'll go into the request for the preliminary plat approval on Rock Creek Minor subdivision.
Okay. So this is pretty much what's left. So there was a homestead interest survey out there on the Rock Creek. This is pretty much the last little piece that's left. The Rock Creek ranchettes are developed all around this, so this is kind of the last little chunk of that homestead entry survey that's sitting in there. There's already a house on it. There used to be 2 houses on it. One's been torn down. They're requesting to split it in half. So it'll create two lots. That's what the subdivision application is for. The planning board's recommending approval, with the conditions. We are asking for a no further split on this, so we will have a lock on it that it won't be split any further or moved around. Because there's a pond on this, and of course Rock Creek is right there. It's very wet, so they have to share a well. They will have to share a well. So that goes through DEQ. Both septic sites have to be over on lot one because there's just not any distance between that pond to get a septic system over on lot two. So this is pretty much all they can do with this at this point, is make one more buildable lot. They've asked for a waiver from DEQ on the well, because it does sit like 5 or 6 feet too close to that pond. And DEQ will have to decide if they give the waiver or not. If DEQ doesn't give the waiver, they'll have to fill that well and then move the well over 6 feet, but they know they have to do that. So, but other than that, for us, really most of the conditions are kind of standard and regular. The only ones that we are requesting is the no further subdivision. And then we have a 50-foot setback from the river. The floodplain does run through there, and it's really tight to the river, and then it kind of loops up and around and picks up that pond as well, but we're still asking for a 50-foot setback from the river, just so they're not square on the river. Cause you never know with Rock Creek when erosion's just gonna pummel somebody's bank. So they have agreed to that, they've agreed to the setback, they themselves proposed a 50-foot setback from property. The property lines, which we've accepted, so, yeah, other than that, it's, just a little 2-lot split right on the Rock Creek Road. They will have to come get a driveway approach from you guys. They have to do their weed spraying, have to talk to the fire department. Everything else is just kind of standard on this one. And the planning board, like I said, recommended approval with the conditions.
This is down at the lower end of Rock Creek.
Yeah, it's done.
Yeah, it's like nothing. Alright, I'll entertain a motion.
I would make a motion to approve the preliminary plat approval on Rock Creek minor subdivision
With the conditions.
with the conditions.
Next second, that.
Public comment. All in favor?
Aye.
Thank you.
Ray, I got a sign or anything when there?
Oh, yeah, I do have the copy you need, the signatures are on that back page, the last page.
Isn't this already donated to the county?
Well, yeah, I'll go through it.
We'll get there.
Yeah, that's some.
I mean.
Alright, now we'll move into the Wills subdivision.
Okay, so. As when they did this subdivision back in what, 90s or whenever they.
Looks like 97.
Yeah. So at the time, so parkland is still required for any subdivision where it's over 10 acres or over 5 or 6 lots. And the lots are of a certain size, you have to do a parkland dedication. Nowadays, we do parkland money mainly, we just ask for money. And then that money goes into our existing parks so that we don't end up with random little parks everywhere. Back in the 90s, they tended to take the land more. And so we do have a few pieces like this where there's a piece of parkland out there. So when it gets dedicated, there's a few options. So it can be kept by the homeowners association. Or the county can take it, or the schools can take it. And that's pretty much it. What we don't want is for it, so what happens occasionally is there's a couple options. They can ask you to take it. And if you don't take it, then they can just stop paying the taxes on it. You're gonna pay it anyway. So you're kind of stuck in a situation where it's gonna end up probably being yours. It's better to not let it try to go through that tax process. Because if it goes through the tax process, there's actually a park piece over in Anaconda where it went through court and the court let it be buildable, and it was a big problem. So, you know, he has, the guy that did the subdivision still owns a piece of parkland. He's like, I don't want it anymore, because obviously taxes, the way taxes are going now, it's a lot, you know, it's just not worth it for him to hold something that he did call me last year or several months ago and asked if he could sell it. And I said, no, you can't sell it. It is parkland. It can be kept by these three entities. That's it. So now he's requesting to just give it to you guys. He just doesn't want to have it anymore.
Do we have to make it to a park? Is that?
You do not have to make it into a park. You don't. So your one obligation on this is that you're gonna have to keep the weeds down. That's the other thing, but it does offer you the ability to maybe put up, there's not much usable land on this. I don't know if you looked at it, but it's mainly a hillside. So it's not real usable. You could maybe squeeze like a little tiny shed or a garage down by the road for the road shop to use to keep stuff on that end of the county. That's a benefit.
What's the liability if someone gets hurt on it?
Yeah, I mean, if there's a hole there and someone falls in the hole and hurts your leg, yeah, there's liability exposure there. I haven't researched this, but the idea of him selling it and donating that money for the parks.
I mean, I don't think he can, but I think that there might be an easier process for the county to dispose of it. That's something Blaine would have to look into to see if we could dispose of it. But then I think the money would have to go back into parks. You'd have to put it into your parkland somewhere. But I don't know. And then the question is, you know, I think in order to get rid of it as parkland, you'd have to get the people at the subdivision to agree to let it go as parkland. And I don't know if they would or not. If it's built big enough for somebody to squeeze a house on, and you know, given today's climate, it seems like people try to squeeze an RV or a tiny house on a postage stamp, so it probably could get something squeezed on there. And then you have now an additional lot that's sort of in the subdivision and not in the subdivision. Does it have to portray, you know, do they have to play by the covenants? Don't they play by the covenant? It's just really messy. So yeah, usually we just try to say, yeah, it's just parkland, it has to stay with parkland, and the county keeps it. It's usable by you, it's just.
Okay, so
Where's
what,
the subdivision at?
Hmm?
Where's this actually at?
It's like 3 or 4 miles from the county line up by Missoula on the highway.
It's right down, yeah, as soon as you play, we're Wally's.
Beaver Tiff.
Yeah, Beaverton.
Down there.
Yeah.
okay. So just to refresh,
Mm-hmm,
when this was put of record, that was considered donated for park.
right.
So like you said, there's times when they put a fee on it and then it goes into the park fund. But what happened here? Nothing?
They have a choice. The county can say so the developer can offers up either cash or land or a combination, but in this case, we'll just say cash or land. In this case, he offered up land and you accepted land. So
Okay,
you guys at that time could have said, no, we don't want that land, we want the cash equivalent of that piece of land. But you didn't, you said, yes, we'll accept the land, and so now that is a piece of parkland. Some of the HOAs do choose to just keep their parkland in their own HOAs, like Badger Bay does that. They don't want the county owning their piece of parkland, so they just hold it and then they manage it. But if you're at a point where nobody wants to manage it and it's even in jeopardy of going through the tax process, then it's better for the county to take it.
So this basically slipped through and the commissioners accepted the land and not the,
Right, and like I said, in the 90s, that was kind of standard practice. They were picking up land more than money, but now it's kind of flopped because these weird little pieces of land end up everywhere that we just have to maintain and.
Yeah, I should have it on our property list schedule. For
it
insurance,
should be there,
should be listed.
so he's not paying taxes on it.
No, if we get it, then it would go to that list of properties we own. He owns it
actually-
right now.
He didn't give it to us back in nineteen
No,
ninety-eight.
he doesn't have to give it to us. He just has to dedicate it as parkland.
Okay, so he dedicated it
And you accepted him dedicating
and
it.
we accepted it dedicated. Now he wants to give it to us.
Right, now he's like, well, I don't want to pay the taxes on this. And there's no HOA established to take it. And the only other people that can take it are you or the schools. And I mean, I have not talked to the schools, but I'm assuming they don't want it. They're secondary to you, you're first in line.
I think we should do a little more digging and research on it and see, because I'm not,
Make a decision.
yeah, I advise you guys, I'd be leery of taking it.
What's that, Lynn?
Ken has comment.
Okay.
Actually, it's a question. I saw this on the agenda. I was curious as to what it was about. My question is, why is parkland being taxed?
I don't
That's a
know,
good question.
that's a state question, but I think they tax everything.
I kind of don't think a dedicated parkland is typically taxed.
I don't
And that
know,
might be an avenue to look into.
But if he never got it out of his own name, that'd be on him. Let's see here.
I don't know, I just know that we have other HOAs. Down in the Rock Creek area that have this same problem, where there's really no dedicated HOA. And then they have a little piece of parkland that's part of their subdivision. And usually at that point, somebody's paying those taxes on it. And it's usually the person who lives next to the parkland who has sort of a vested interest to not let that thing go and get developed. But
Right.
I just know that there's a couple up the Rock Creek that we have this same problem with. They just don't want to get rid of theirs.
Yeah, I'm kind of for tabling this and looking more into it.
I'm with you.
And I'm not making a recommendation one way or the other what you do with it. I'm just saying that those are kind of your options as to what you can do with it.
I think to look into it a little more and get the more better fact on it. I mean,
Yeah, I think, yeah, we'll table this for a later date.
I agree.
You missed your, we already approved it.
Did you?
Yeah.
I was gonna say, it's the first time I've ever been on time for one of your meetings.
Then, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Linda, thanks.
Thank
Oh, there's a comment. Sorry.
Oh, they do? I'm done.
Sorry.
With that, we're adjourned.
We have a comment.
I didn't-
You were serious?
Oh.
I thought it was him.
No.